Today we study herbarium techniques and functions. First of all, what is the herbarium? A collection of dried and pressed plants arranged according to a classification system and available for study or reference is known as a herbarium. The plural form of its herbaria, a name first applied by Linnaeus. These specimens may be whole plants or may be plant parts, and these will usually be in a dried form mounted on a sheet known as herbarium sheets. It is based on a scientific collection. Its continuous expansion of plant specimens which are carefully dried, labeled and conveniently treated for its permanent preservation. Its research work focuses on the collection of plant specimens which are catalogued and stored according to an orderly and systematic botanical classification. They are also dried, preserved, identified, labeled, and computerized. The basic purpose of preparation of herbarium seeds to study on various plants, to contribute to scientific studies, to preserve and catalogs of seeds and dried herbarium plants, to maintain plants on the edge of extinctions, to inform the students and public about these plants, to inform them to effect of global warming on the ecological system. How to make a herbarium? The process of making a herbarium seed. Collecting the plants, pressing and drying, and mounting. The first step is the collecting the plants. Choose good representatives of the plant species. Be careful about these plants must include root, stem, flower and fruit. Take notes and record by taking photos in the field at the time of collection. Note these factors below. Date, collection number, location, habitat, habit, special characters about plants. Collect specimen in dry conditions. A good time being mid-morning after the dew had dried but before to heat of the day cause plants to wilt. If specimens are at all wet or you need to wash soil off the roots, then dry them carefully before pressing. Use a pencil for these notes rather than a pen because any damp wetness can cause ink to smudge can be unreadable. Collect specimen in dry conditions. Materials required for plant collecting: plant press, plastic bags or nylon bag, garden sketchers and trowel, small notebook and pencil, tags, camera, GPS, altimeter, all these optional. Process of pressing and drying as seen in these photographs. Plant must be cleaned before pressing. They must also be put in plastic bag or nylon bag. If it is not, they must be watered to be fresh. Place your plant between folded out sheets of newspaper, although flimsy or grease proof paper is preferable for delicate material. Arrange the plant carefully. trying to avoid overlapping. When you have finished arranging the specimen within the newspaper sheets, you then need to intersperse them between coagulate card sheets to add ventilation. Finally, place everything in your press and tighten well. For the first 2 or 4 days, you will need to check daily and then the blotting papers according and other surrounding papers also. And retighten the press, but as the plants dry, these checks can become less frequent. Warmth may be used to improve the drying rate. Materials used for pressing: plant press. Also utilize newspaper, grease-proof or flimsy paper for delicate structures, blotting paper, corrugated cards. Mounting process: cartridge paper for mounting your specimens should preferably be A3 size and acid free. The minimum weight should be a minimum around 180 gram M2 and ideally with a rough texture surface. Usually only one side of your thick A3 cartridge paper. Arrange your specimen carefully, making sure that they represent the way the plant grows naturally. Example for herbarium labeling. First column is scientific name, then vernacular name. Third line, collector's name and specimen number, date of collection, locality, habitat, habit, and some characters. In the process of labeling, name of organization with which specimen plant originated, name of the family, botanical name of the plant, local name, locality of collection, date of collection, habitat of the plant, field notes and collection number, and at last name of collector. Filing and storing process. Plant specimens which have been properly mounted and identified are filed systematically in special wooden steel cabinets. The herbarium sheets loaded with specimens are filed inside folders which are of various color schemes indicating species, genus, family, geographical area. Plants are arranged and stored following Bentham and Hooker Engler and Prattl system of classification. A periodical fumigation with chemicals and repoisoning them by brushing with solution of HgCl2 and using insect repellents will save the herbarium from damage and check the loss of valuable plants. Herbarium arranged in almirah. Role of herbarium and importance of herbarium preparation. The herbarium acts as a repository of dried plant specimens, safeguard them against loss and destruction by fungi, insects, etc., and make them available for study. Several herbaria keep type specimen, the principal proof of the existence of a species in safe custody, often in rooms with restricted access. As original documents upon which knowledge of taxonomic characters, press, herbarium specimens greatly help in developing florage manuals and monographs. Those engaged in taxonomic study can personally identify their engaged collection by comparison with already identified herbarium specimens. Voucher specimens preserved in various herbaria provide an index of specimens on which studies on chromosomes, phytochemistry, ultrastructure, micromorphology, have been undertaken. Most herbaria have specimens collected from different parts of the world, and their scrutiny can provide information on the geographical distribution of taxa.